People often ask me why, as a Jewish woman, I use so much time and energy to speak out against the claims of Christianity. People say, like, just leave them alone. And I wish it were so easy. But here's the thing. There are targeted efforts to convert the Jewish people en masse to Christianity. Billions of dollars are spent per year to destroy the Jewish soul. And I know many Christians are really sincere, sweet people who really think they're doing a good thing. But they're not. Christianity is idolatry. I'm sorry to say it out loud. I'm sorry if that's painful for you. But that is the truth. And if you haven't yet explored my channel, please go watch my channel. Please examine and see why the Jewish people have always been willing to die rather than convert to Christianity. It's not because of veils or scales. It's not because we're the seed of the devil. It's because we're deeply committed to our God, and we will never destroy that relationship. So I've been thinking now, as we head into the holiday of Purim, about how the Jewish people so many years ago were in a situation very similar to where we are today. They were spread out across 127 provinces, little pockets of Jews in completely non-Jewish cities. And a decree was made against them that the non-Jewish people could rise up and destroy them on a specific day. And it was a very, very, very scary time. And when this information reached Mordechai Tzaddik, he reached out to Esther inside of Achashverosh's palace, and he sent her a message. And he told her what was happening, and she replied to him with a list of excuses, and they were all very good excuses, such as, if I enter the throne room without permission, then I'm going to be executed. Why? Because the king had already had assassination attempts on his life in the past, and he was very, very cautious when it came to people approaching him. So she had her list of excuses, very, very good reasons to remain silent. And you know what Mordechai responded? He said, if you remain quiet at such a time as this, then you know what's going to happen? The salvation for the Jewish people is going to come from another source. It's not going to come through you. And you, ultimately, you will perish. So here's the thing. It's very easy to remain silent. It's very easy to separate ourselves from whatever's going on with the Jewish people. Whether you're a Jew or a Gentile, there are people, even within the Jewish community, who say, you know what? I'm going to disown my Jewishness. I'm going to step away from it. But you can't do that. You can't hide. If you're a Jew, you're a Jew, and they're going to sniff you out. So the only question is, are you going to step up to the challenge like Esther Hamalka did? Are you going to step up and say, you know what, I'm ready to embrace my role, even at risk to myself? There are so many nasty comments that I get. There are people who would love to see me dead. And you know what? It would be very easy to be a coward and say, I'm going to stop speaking out against this, but I'm not going to do that. Because perhaps it was for this very moment that I was created. Perhaps this is my role that I have to do. And of course it is, because I am doing it. And the only thing is to keep going. To know that I live in a very specific point in history, that my soul was sent here for this specific reason. We're living at a really interesting juncture in history. We have Christian missionaries who are spending billions of dollars trying to target the Jewish people and destroy our souls. We have billions of dollars being spent by radical Islamists trying to destroy our bodies. And of course, we have the overlap of the two. We have the intellectuals who are deeply influenced by radical ideas from both sources. People who are supposedly the most brilliant of the brilliant, who are completely vacuous and can't even tell what is a man from what is a woman. We're fighting against so many different things that threaten to destroy the Jewish soul. And it's very easy to remain silent. But whether you're a Jew or you're a non-Jew, the question is, are you going to remain silent? Are you ultimately going to perish? Are you going to choose the wrong side? Or are you going to open up your mouth? Are you going to choose goodness? Are you going to choose life? It is completely your choice. God's plan is going to happen either way. The Jewish people will be saved. The question is, are you joining together with us, or are you not? The choice is in your hands.